So this box might not look like much, but this is actually the most futuristic toilet seat you have ever seen in your life. I mean, check this thing out. Now, this is not just any toilet seat. This is a heated toilet seat. It also has a built-in bidet. Now, if you don't know what a bidet is, basically it removes the need for toilet paper. So it cleans your, after you go number 2. And yeah, for me, I've used bidets now for over 2 years. I maybe buy 1 roll of toilet paper a year, like a package anyways. Other than that, never touch the stuff because it works 10 times better. Now, on top of that, this model also, get this, it has a blow dryer built in, so it also dries you off. And it has a water tank reservoir. That way you get warm water instead of a shock of cold water. And you still only have to connect 1 line to it. So I'm going to show you how easy this is to install. It's a plug-in device, so you will need an AC port in your bathroom. Other than that, it comes with everything you need to get started installing this. So let's go through the process. This is a template. Now, this is used to make sure you have it in the right position when you put the mount on. You'll see what I mean in a second. So put this to the side. Do not throw this out. You will need it. This is the actual template that will go on your toilet. And by the time you start to attach this, you will know if this is going to fit your toilet or not. I have the round one, so it's perfect size for mine. But depending on your empty tank at the back of your toilet, your tank, sometimes these don't necessarily fit, but in my case, it will. You might have to check that out. So you're going to need this hose in order to run the new water line from your existing one to your bidet toilet seat. These are the screws you'll use to run through your toilet seat. Really simple once we have the actual bracket on. They do give you some different sizes depending on your toilet, so these can be used for the same thing. And you get 2 different T-valve. So depending on what size yours is, you may use one or the other, but either of these will work to your toilet. So this is basically just splitting your current water line into 2. So I actually already have an existing T-valve on mine from my last bidet, but first thing you're gonna have to do is turn off your water and then flush your toilet. This way you have all your water drained from your tank, or as much as possible. Because the next step, you're gonna want to unscrew your line here and insert your T-valve with the straight line going up, so you can see how it's connected there. Make sure you have a pan, you might drip some water. And then this is going to be where we attach our new line that runs to our bidet. So once you have that set up, you can move to the next step. So our template is basically going to fit right next to our mold right here. And this is going to be how we know how far back our mold has to go. So you can see exactly where the bidet will sit when it's like that. And then you can insert these 2 metal pieces. Watch this. And that's where our screw is going to go into. So I actually discovered for my toilet seat, I need the bigger ones. So I grabbed the other pack. Same idea. Okay, so I want to show you what it looks like now that I have these on. You can see it's nice and tight. It's not moving anywhere. The mold fits perfectly, so that's where I will sit. Then at the bottom, we can see it's tightened right up. We have that washer in the middle, and you might have to grab a pair of pliers and get it a little extra tight, but that's up to you if you notice it's still a little loose or not, if you couldn't hand tighten it enough. Okay, so take your bidet, and it's supposed to just slide on. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So we are locked into place now. You can see that. But when I have to clean it, I can still pull it right off and slide it off. So I'm gonna have to see how that works. But look at that. Nice toilet seat combo. Just to show you close up how you slide in, you just kind of have to line it up in the right spot and push in, and you'll know. And it just kind of clicks into place. So first thing, take the one side of your hose and hook it up to the water line that is right here. So it's going to run from here right to that T-valve. So we'll have quite a bit of hose left. Okay, now that we have that line connected, you can see it going to that T-valve. Turn your water back on, and this is when you're going to know if you have any leaks. The answer was yep, I got leaks there. Yep. Okay, I had to put in the T-valve that came with it because the other one kept leaking. So
Test number 2. Oh, I do not see any leaks. This is good. No leak here. No leak at the bottom valve.
I think we got it, ladies and gentlemen. I now have my tank filling back up, and the last thing to do is plug it in. Now here is the biggest issue I have so far with this setup process, and that's this really short cord. So it's about 4 feet, but you can see no chance, right? So I had to get an extension cord. This one is way too long, but it's all I had. They actually don't recommend using an extension cord, but in this case, we're going to do it anyways. So let's hook it up, try it out. So we just plugged our bidet in, and we can hear it doing stuff. I still don't feel any leaks, so that's good news. Not wet. So now it has a number of different commands. You can see you can do everything from feminine to dry to turbo wash to posterior. We can set the temperature of the seat right here. So you can see we can go from min all the way to max, depending on what we want. We can also set water temperature from min all the way to max. I'll test those out as well. Here's a few different things, such as water pressure. Once you start trying it, you'll be able to figure out how much pressure you want and where you want the nozzle. There's also the built-in LED light, so at night you have that as well. They have a power saving mode that also saves you power by not keeping all the functions running all the time. And yes, I can feel the seat warming up. Okay, so first of all, seat, super comfortable. I'm sitting on it right now. It does get very warm. So if you have it on max heating, it gets hot, trust me. So we're gonna start with just a basic cleaning. So I have the water temperature selected about halfway. Nozzle position's about halfway. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but we'll see. And we're gonna give it a try. Let's try the posterior. I'm a little nervous. Okay, here we go. I can already tell I'm gonna have to move the nozzle a little bit more forward. Let's see if I can do it while it's going. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so I just changed the nozzle position. Now it's right on target. And it's warm water, by the way, which is super cool. So I think it's just doing a process right now, cleaning the nozzle after it's done cleaning you. And I think the blow dryer is gonna start right away. Or maybe I have to press the, okay, I'm gonna try pressing the dry button. Okay, now I put dry. It's just like a little mini, like hair dryer. And it's just kind of like filling up the seat with a little bit of hot air. Let's talk about my experience. The seat, super warm when you sit on it. It's really cool. On top of that, the blow dry feature works amazing. So basically these little blow dryers come out and they just kind of rotate hot air. And it's just like warm air and it just dries you up. I did confirm that. It has the perfect temperature water. And again, you can customize that. So if it's a little too warm for you, that's all right as well. The seat itself is really, really comfortable. And honestly, I think this might be my favorite gadget I've ever gotten. This thing is so sweet. So the other cool part is it reads when you get up, and now it knows to fill up that water tank in the back. So this is where that warm water rests when you're not there. If you want, again, click power saver. And that's also going to help save power. But besides the issue with the plug-in, where I'm going to have to get a plug-in put probably against that wall there, this thing, yeah, it's worth it. Trust me, you won't know till you know. If you have one of the simple bidets that you just attach to the water, this thing takes it to a whole other level. Really sweet product.